In compliance with Chapter 231, Public Law 1975, entitled Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting had been provided in the specified act. Proper notice of this public meeting was provided in notice of January 12, 2023. Said notice was posted at the entrance of the board office, mailed to the township clerk, sent to Tap into Nutley, advertised in the Nutley Sun on January 12, 2023, and posted on the district website. Will you please rise for the flag salute? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, I'd like Sal Ferrara, Lisa Danchek Martin, and Sal Balsamo to join me in the front, please, to take your oath of office. I'm going to do a roll call. Mr. Balsamo.
Here.
Mr. Battaglia.
Here.
Mrs. Danchek Martin.
Here.
Dr. D'Elia.
Here.
Mr. Ferraro.
Here.
Mr. Kaczynski.
Here.
Mrs. Quirk. Mr. Scotty. Just like to make an announcement that tomorrow I will be putting a notice, public notice out for the board member vacancy from Mr. Riley that occurred on December 11th. That notice will be posted in the board office and sent to the clerk's office and put into Tap into Nutley. Can I have a motion to approve the statement of the results of the annual school election?
Make the motion. Second. One question.
Yes.
Is there a time limit on that candidacy interviews or what? Are we looking?
One second, Charlie. Let me get the motion and on this. Mr. Balsamo. This is to approve the.
Oh, yes.
Mr. Battaglia.
Yes.
Mrs. Danchek Martin.
Yes.
Dr. D'Elia.
Yes.
Mr. Ferraro.
Yes.
Mr. Kaczynski.
Yes.
Mr. Scotty.
Yes.
So, Mr. Kaczynski, to answer your question, the notice will go out tomorrow. It'll end on January 15th. Those resumes will come to me, and then the board will decide what they're going to do about interviewing at a later date, and then that appointment has to be made within 65 days of the vacancy. You're welcome. Election of officers. I have a nomination for the office of president. Any other nominations? There are no other nominations. I'm going to take a roll call for the office of president for Mr. Ferraro. Mr. Balsamo?
Yes.
Mr. Battaglia?
Yes.
Mrs. Dancheck Martin?
Yes.
Dr. D'Elia?
Yes.
Mr. Ferraro?
Yes.
Mr. Kaczynski?
Yes.
Mr. Scotti?
Yes.
Congratulations, Mr. Ferraro.
Thank you, everyone. It's been a great year, past year. I look forward to this year, working with everyone on this board, our administration. We got a great team, and we're going to do great things. Okay, could I get a nomination for vice president?
Yes, Mr. President. As a board, as a board seek to continue the progress that we've made in the past year, leadership will be as important as ever. Over the past year, Trustee Battaglia has demonstrated an impressive understanding of the challenges we have faced, the communication skills to articulate those challenges, and the work ethic and collaborative spirit to get through these challenges. I believe that we have all observed firsthand his personal integrity, intelligence, and fundamental understanding of the role of trustee of the Board of Education, and that he is deserving of that recognition. With that said, I would like to nominate Trustee Battaglia for the office of Vice President.
Second. Roll call.
So you need a second. You second it? Mr. Balsamo?
Yes.
Mr. Battaglia?
Yes.
Mrs. Dancheck Martin?
Yes.
Dr. D'Elia?
Yes.
Mr. Ferraro?
Yes.
Mr. Kaczynski?
Yes.
Mr. Scotti?
Okay, can I have a motion to approve Code of Ethics for school board members?
Make the motion.
Second.
No discussion, right? Okay, Mr. Kaczynski?
Yes, sir. Be resolved that the Board of Education hereby adopts the following code of ethics as established by the New Jersey School Board Association. A school board member shall abide by the following code of ethics for school board members. I will uphold and enforce all laws, rules, and regulations of the State Board of Education and court orders pertaining to schools. Desired changes may be brought about only through legal and ethical procedures.
I will make decisions in terms of educational welfare of children and will seek to develop and maintain public schools that meet the individual needs of all children, regardless of their ability, race, creed, sex, or social standing.
I will confine my board action to policymaking, planning, and appraisal, and I will help to frame policies and plans only after the board has consulted those who will be affected by them. And I will carry out my responsibility not to administer the schools, but together with my fellow board members to see that they are well run.
I will recognize that authority rests with the Board of Education and will make no personal promises nor take any private action that may compromise the board. I will refuse to surrender my independent judgment to special interest or partisan political groups, or to use the schools for personal gain or for the gain of friends.
I will hold confidential all matters pertaining to the schools which, if disclosed, will needlessly injure individuals or the schools. In all other matters, I will provide accurate information and, in concert with my fellow board members, interpret to the staff the aspirations of the community for its schools.
I will vote to appoint the best qualified personnel available after consideration, recommendation of the Chief Administrative Officer. I will support and protect school personnel in proper performance of their duties.
I will refer all complaints to the Chief Administrative Officer and will act on the complaints at public meetings only after failure of an administrative solution. Roll call.
Mr. Balsamo?
Yes.
Mr. Battaglia?
Yes.
Mrs. Dancheck Martin? Dr. D'Elia? Mr. Ferraro?
Yes.
Mr. Kaczynski?
Yes.
Mr. Scotty?
Can I get a motion for the adoption of the schedule of meetings?
Make the motion.
Roll call.
Mr. Balsamo?
Yes.
Mr. Battaglia?
Yes.
Mrs. Dancheck Martin? Dr. D'Elia? Mr. Ferraro?
Yes.
Mr. Kaczynski?
Yes.
Mr. Scotty?
We now come to the portion of our meeting where we allow members of the public to address the board. In this section, we allow questions or comments on reports, resolutions, and all school-related matters. Our board regulations number 0167 allow 20 minutes for these communications. Each person shall be limited to 3 minutes, and we ask that you try to stay within this requirement. Speakers may speak more than once, only after all others wishing to speak on a topic have been heard. All statements will be directed to me as the chairperson, and no one may address board members individually. Please be reminded that if your statement is too lengthy, abusive, obscene, irrelevant, or redundant, your participation may be terminated. Please remember to state your name and address each and every time you address the board. Does anyone have any questions? Okay, seeing no one. Before we adjourn the meeting, I make a motion to go into executive to discuss professional services and acquisition of property. Okay, we're going to go into executive. No action will be taken. Thank you.